we here? Are we alive? Are you here? Am I here? Are we actually here? Is Elden Ring here? Let's get some game audio. Oh, well, give it a moment. The music will play in a little bit. Hello, 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 everybody. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're on the world. Hi, Lumi here, and welcome back to Elden Ring. You can hear the music playing now, you know, bam, bam. Where last time we defeated Rellana, the younger sister of Renala, and we began exploring the Shadow Altus, which was named specifically to pair with the Altus Plateau that we explored in the base game of Elden Ring. Our journey through the realm of Shadow continues, and so of course that means we're focusing on our quest lines, we're focusing on getting all of the loot, defeating all the bosses, really engaging with all of the lore and everything that there is to see in this DLC, and I'm excited for more of it. Welcome into stream, everyone. It's lovely to see you all around. Hope you're all doing alright. Hello to V, and hello to Leon. Hope you're both alright. How are you today, says V? Oh, and welcome in, Looney. V, I am doing pretty well. I've had a good day. Other than just Australian weather, you know, like middle of summer. Nowhere near as bad as like the heat waves and whatnot, but still like really, really hot. So I have just been doing everything in my power to stay as cool as possible. So I've been having lots of cold drinks, you know, like treating myself to, you know, like cold sweets like ice cream and whatnot, and just like taking regular breaks from like stuff that I'm doing. Have a good stream, Lumi. Thank you, Leon, and thank you for the patties, Lumi. And of course, hello to any lurkers, VOD watchers. Hope you're all having a good one. He says, I haven't caught up on the VODs because I've been working on another silly edit idea. Congrats on beating Rellana. Thank you. She was a really, really good boss. I enjoyed her a lot. I did kind of compare the fight to Melania, because in a lot of ways it sort of does almost feel similar to Melania. You know, it's like a 1v1 sword duel type deal. I really liked Rellana. Probably my favorite boss in the DLC so far. Although, to be fair, we've only fought 2 Remembrance bosses thus far. And all the other new bosses introduced in Shadow of the Erdtree, like the Demi-Human Swordsman, like, they're okay. They're alright. Does that dance vibe? Exactly, yeah! So, firstly, I'm gonna get my shoutouts in. You can't escape the shoutouts, Leon. There you go, shout out for you. And I'm gonna load up our save file, and basically we kind of have like a grocery store list of things to do. And we'll see how many of them we can get through in tonight's stream. So I think we're gonna be loading in here at Bonnie Village, if I recall correctly. That's where we ended last time. Yes. So, first things first. Very, very important that we get this out of the way. So there's a story event that occurs when you get too close to Shadow Keep, or you go, I think, past here. So we need to make sure that we do all of our questline stuff within the regions of the world that we can explore without triggering the next stage of the main story, because that forcibly progresses NPC questlines. And, you know, I think, from what I understand, it's most important that you finish more stuff before triggering that story event. Of course, there's dialogue and stuff that you would miss if you didn't do stuff with everyone else. But yes, so making sure to work within those limitations. I'm pretty sure I can explore this part of Bonnie Village here. That's like a singular shack there, it looks like. So I guess we could start the stream by exploring Bonnie Village here, although I wouldn't mind coming back to this one later, just because there's so much more to explore around here before Bonnie Village. And I think we're gonna go with that. There is a Carrion Sorcery Sword that we can get by going from the High Road cross here. And there's also a whole bunch of other goodies that we can get, like, around this area. The only questline that really breaks is Moors. Yeah. I've heard tell of, apparently there's, like, an area around here-ish that can supposedly trigger the story event, but I've also heard counterpoints of people arguing, no, that doesn't trigger the story event. Like, the misinformation is wild, and basically, I really, really want to make sure that, at the very least, we finish everything with Sir Moore before going to any potential areas that could trigger the story event. I know what the story event is, because it's kind of impossible to avoid it without story spoilers, but for the sake of people who've not played Shadow of the Erdtree or Elden Ring for that matter, I'm just saying the story event. So yes, I do know what it is. I have been spoiled about what happens, and I'm very interested to see the consequences of that happening upon all of the NPCs. The questlines just advance by taking a choice for you. Yeah. But I think let's start by going to the Hybrid Cross, and we're going to backtrack down the waterfall here to go back to Castle Ensis and get that Carrion Sorcery Sword. So we're not going to do Bonnie Village just yet. So Hornsense here, and Letta is here. Quick little recap, we learned last time from Letta that everyone here in the Realm of Shadow, or at least the NPCs in the Realm of Shadow, that are traveling with us have all been affected by Miquella's power of charm. So the NPCs that we know now may not be their true selves, because they are currently under Miquella's spell. They are currently charmed. And Letta talked about how, like, Hornsent would absolutely not be working with us had the charm not been put in place. And I'm wondering how that's going to affect characters like Moore and Ansbach and Tialier and so on and so forth. Even Letta herself. Hey Moon, it's lovely to see you around. Glub 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 glub. I'm a fish. You are a fish. You're officially my wife. And a streamer that everyone should check out for some very sensory-friendly streams. Currently working through Final Fantasy X, and also, of course, a lot of GBVSR streams. She's been on that master rank grind with multiple characters. But yeah, that's basically our recap of where we are at in terms of main story progression. So I think, yeah, we have to go, like, this way. And V also said, Le Poisson Steve. Or unless you were saying, Poison Steve. No, but Poisson is, not pool, is it, in French? Please forgive me, it's been, like, over a decade since I was forced to do French classes in school. Likely dog. There's a carrion troll here, or a troll knight here, is what they're officially called, I believe. But they are a carrion affiliation. Might as well take them out. Oh, and we've also been using the Milady with Wing Stance, because it's awesome. We love it. Like, look at that damage. Oh, look at that, and then we just charge it again, and we go whoop. I guess we can't really riposte. Or riposte, you know. Okay, there we go. Smithing stone. Song made about an orange fish that went viral a while ago. It's been stuck in my head recently. Oh, I see. So that's going along with what Moon was saying. As I'm a fish, there's something stuck in the geometry there. Or it might be a lighting glitch. Nope, okay, that's fine. I think we're just going like this way or something. We're just going down the waterfall that's around here. from what I understand. And hi, Melissa. Hope you're doing alright. It's nice to see you around. Welcome back to more Elden Ring. Oh, right, we can use this to go to... Actually, let me just see where it describes. Nope, it doesn't describe where it takes us. But I know where it takes us. It takes us to one of the potential areas that, according to some people, can trigger the story event. So I'm just gonna err on the side of caution. I'll put a marker here so I know that this exists. But we're just, like, because I'm not doing save file backups and I don't want to fuck up Moore's questline, we're just gonna play things as safe as possible. When it comes to not going near any of the story event trigger areas, like, gosh, Elden Ring is an open world game that punishes you for exploring it like an open world. Like, no. You have to play as Miyazaki intended. I'm like, okay, sure. So yeah, we were just in Castle Ensis here. We were exploring it. Hold treasure chest. We just go down this way? Is there anywhere else I can go from here, though? Oh, I can also go that way, but I don't think that leads to anything. Outer Gods, when I send out my level 97 Claymatries, I am power leveling to 100 off of them. And Monster Hunter now? That's awesome. So artistic about hyping up that monster. It's a cool monster! It's a little fire chicken. Well, not little, but big fire chicken. Take on that event is that it's fine, it's fine near Shadowkeep, but the eastward limit is weird. It's middle of nowhere, you can't expect it. Yeah, so that's why I don't want to, like, explore Bonnie Village just yet. We can make Bonnie Village, like, the last thing that we do. Oh, Pokemon joke. Oh, I see, I see. There are so many cuties here, it's true. The cutie apocalypse is upon us. Alright, so yes, there should be one weapon that we can get here now that we've been through Castle Ensis proper. You can skip it, like, Rolan is completely optional, but not in this playthrough she is. We go Carrion Sorcery Sword, our first pickup of the stream. Carrion Sorcery Sword. One of the Carrion royal family's glintstone swords. A smaller piercing sword with a slender blade. Formerly used by the Carrion Knights of old, before the full refinement of their sorcerous combat techniques. This armament functions as a catalyst for glintstone sorcery when executing strong attacks. And the default skill on it is Impaling Thrust. Oh, actually, it's the only skill on it. You can't infuse it. Okay, yeah, so it's a thrusting sword with physical magic split on it, and mostly dex and intelligence, with a little bit of strength scaling there as well. Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I like thrusting swords. Night Rain really made me appreciate thrusting swords, because Scholar's unique moveset with thrusting swords is so much fun to use. But yeah, no, I like this. It's cool. Definitely a weapon of choice for a Spellblade build, perhaps, if you're doing, like, Dex and Intelligence. And also it's Carrion themed, which is awesome. Alright, let me just read the description again in my head, and then we'll move on. Alright. Alright. Sorry, my brain was just lagging there for a moment. The heat really does make it hard for me to, like, process and retain information a little bit more so than usual. But I'm glad that we picked that up. And I think we could explore to the east here, since I believe that this is like a mini dungeon over here. And there should be a grace around here, so we definitely want to check all of that out. Primitus is so cool, Westman looks really good. Moon says you like watching me thrust. Oh, absolutely. It's a somewhat bad catalyst, but it's awesome to cast spells with your sword. Absolutely. Moon says you commented on it twice when I played Wilds. Yeah, I do. It's true. And hey, Emmy, it's lovely to see you around. Good luck with Shadow, whatever that is. It's just a region here in the Elden Ring DLC. It's lovely to see you around, Emmy. If, anyone could shout her out that's a moderator, that would be lovely, thank you. Otherwise, I can just do it myself in a little bit. I just want to get to exploring. Last stream of the Game Awards, right. Oh, what a shit show that was. The Blessed Bone Shard, nice. There we go, yeah. I knew there was a grace here, because I was just looking at the map to see stuff that I had missed, and I had stumbled upon looking at this grace, and also knowing that there's like a dungeon around here. Which, I mean, to be fair, I do need to know where all the bosses are at some point, because this is an all bosses run. Oh look, Black Knight on a horse. Thankfully, Milady can do thrusting attacks on horseback, which makes horseback combat so much better. Because you could just do hit and run tactics like that. Easy game. Let me turn my lantern on as well. Thank the heavens for the lantern, where would I be without it? Just even that little extra bit of illumination can help me spot things I might have not otherwise noticed. That is a death fall. Alright, these are shadow sunflowers, right? Well, how'd someone write a message down there? Damn! Yeah, so that... I don't know, is that where we just were? No, this is the dungeon, right. It's so confusing because it's like Castle Ensis is over here, and then here's another castle that looks identical, but no, that's a different castle. That's a whole nother dungeon. Down ahead. Oh yeah, if I go this way. Thank you, kind player messages, for pointing out where to go. Oh, I'm just dead from that, aren't I? Yep. Well, first death of stream had to be the falling. That is an Lumi Elden Ring tradition. I'll just go Lost Side of Grace, visited. I don't want to be teleported to a random stake of Marika. Wishminously. That's me. Okay, seriously, where is the actual path down? I said... No, for real, where's the actual path? What's that? Oh, it's there! I'm so silly. I skipped ahead a bunch. So if I took the Stake of America, it would have just taken me there, but... I think it's important to know how to actually get down without dying. Time for down, good luck. Thank you. Bug. Likely bug. Well, I mean bug. Oh, that's a lot of explosive barrels. A little bit of black flame, thank you. Oh, perfect. You next. Silly, silly, silly Mesmer soldiers. Alright. Let's buff Blood Flame Blade because it's awesome. And we got Golden Arcs last time, which... I do want to try them out in combat here. They kind of... I mean, they don't seem like the best projectile to use against shielded enemies. You know, enemies with shields, but... I'm sure I'll find uses for it. Look carefully ahead and then try down. Well, we could probably kill them all from a distance and then do that, yeah. Oh, what am I thinking? Yes, let me attack these barrels while I have blood flame on my sword. An excellent idea. Masterful gambit. I swear I didn't do that for the bit. I just genuinely thought to myself, oh yeah, I'll just hit the barrels. Oh shit. No, I don't want to be here. I took the Marika option, assuming it put me back in the other spot, but I guess because my corpse fell down, the game thought to put me at the other one. Or maybe what the player messages are saying is that this Stake of Marika up here is just broken and doesn't work. I'd have to test to see if that was true, but I'm not going to. Can we just ignore that that happened? Can we just pretend that didn't happen? Okay. So this time, Lumi. Actually, so if you hit these even... Okay, no, so it's specifically because I had Blood Flame Blade on it. Oh my gosh, they're in sync! It's the Blowjob Brothers! Or sorry, Blood Flame. Was I saying Blood Flame? I think I said Black Flame before. I mean, Black Flame Blade was one of the first weapon buffs we got access to, and it's so disappointing. Okay. Yeah, let's not repeat those mistakes, shall we? They got projectiles as well. Nice. Be wary of left. Okay. Hi there. Hi there. they're just camping me out now. Sure, have it your way. There we go. Oh, what a boss fight that was, huh? Lumi, those are regular enemies. Oh, come on, please. There we go. Ooh, I nearly fell. Something tells me, just a gut feeling perchance, there are gonna be a lot of deaths to falling in this stream. Just that gut feeling, you know? I think when you open the stream with your first death being falling, it kind of just sets the tone for the rest of the stream. We'll take a look at the Greater Potentates cookbook in a little bit. I just like... I want to figure out how to deal with these soldiers. Lightning Spear does not reach. Unless maybe from here? Oh, okay. Gotta mind my footing, because when you charge it, you step forward a bunch. And I don't want to step to my doom. There we go, perfect. Alright, let's take a look at the Greater Potentates Cookbook. Greater Potentates Cookbook 3. A record of crafting techniques of the Greater Potentate who roamed lands near and far. Haunted by the grotesque practice of his village of birth, he stuffed great pots with all manner of things. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following hefty oil pot. Oh, we're setting things on fire now. Nice. We can get all oiled up now. Fortnite! Oh my goodness. Love ahead. Oh, that's just scary Black Knight. That's not love. That's fear. Hey Kaz, hope you're doing alright. It's lovely to see you around. Oh, this is just a boss. And I am but a stain upon the grass there. Pulled me out of lurk with that sentence. I'm sorry, Moon. It's just talking about getting oiled up, because we got the hefty oil pot. Please just let me backstab. There we go. Okay, this time for sure, right? There we go, we can bait that soldier out like this? No. There we go. Yeah, this DLC has been doing nothing but humbling me non-stop. Like, even the basic enemies are scary as hell for me. I don't want to clear out the enemies again. Just in the mood to do that. Think of it as like a combat warm-up, get myself back into the flow of Elden Ring. Because I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter Wilds off stream. So it's like I need to get out of Monster Hunter mode and into Elden Ring mode when I swap games. Guard counter good. Use guard counter. But okay, that counted for guard counter? I guess, yeah, the bit of the explosion hit my shield, I guess. Alright, let's get that run back on the boss. It's just a regular Black Knight, and the fact that I got my ass cheeks clapped by them just shows how scary this DLC is! Oh. Yeah, I was panic rolling. Thank you for the patties, Gaz. And so the Stick America does work up here. I'm curious why people were leaving messages saying like it was bugged. What that tongue do? It pulls you in and then it... I start panic rolling and then I die. This DLC was designed to specifically fuck over Souls veterans like me. Like, it feels personal now. I really hoped that that would detonate the barrels, but whatever. That didn't hit? Okay. Have you played Liza P? I have not. Would I like to one day? Absolutely. It's just we got a lot of the FromSoft catalog to still go through. Because I have yet to play Bloodborne, I've yet to play Sekiro, I've yet to play Demon Souls either. And I will give a special shout out to the Armored Core franchise, even though they're not Souls-likes. And also Kingsfield. The Kingsfield franchise. I think I've just accepted the fact that I might just be a Souls content creator, primarily. Because there's so many Souls games I'd love to play on my channel here. Alright. Let's try this again. So, they're gonna start with the tongue attack that pulls you in. I just have to dodge that. It looks like a Crucible incantation. Ow. I feel like at this game. I have successfully been humbled. Thing is, I can't really just run back to the boss either, because the enemies will follow. It's not like it's a separate arena. But this is like a Dark Souls 2-ass run back. I mean, also like a Dark Souls 1 run back, to be fair. No, it's unlike any other run back, because the enemies can just attack you while you're fighting the boss. Wait, there's also Code Vein 2 that's coming out, and there's Neo 3, and yeah, there's too many Souls-likes, and not enough Lumis to play them all. Like, at the moment, obviously. But once we're done with Elden Ring, we're gonna be taking a couple of months off streaming Souls-likes. Just to avoid any sort of burnout. But I would like to play at least one other FromSoft game this year. Oh. Looked like their AI broke for a moment there. The Duskbloods is coming out this year. I don't have a Switch 2 yet, but I could get one for the Duskbloods when it, like, releases, so I can have that day one. But also, I did mention on my birthday stream, either I'd like to do Bloodborne or Sekiro as, like, another Souls game for the year. Oh, that was a purple drop from that night, so I'd love to check out what that is. Unfortunately, we're not gonna have the chance just yet. Like, I could kill these knights and then drop down there and check it out, but I just want to do the boss first. Oh my god. Okay. Nope, we're exploring down here now. Fate has decided that we are exploring down here. Praise the milady. Wait, I can hop on torrent here? Oh, that's a lifesaver. I just want to get rid of this soldier, please. Wait, they're gonna hop down? No, okay, they just move spot. Funny ragdolls. Alright, let's see what's on these bodies. Like, this is a purple drop. Oh, it's Blessed Bone Shards. Okay. So where are we now in terms of the map? We're here. I can remove my marker here now. Let me turn my lantern back on as well. I want to beat these enemies here. Normally I would explore the whole dungeon first and then do the boss, but it's just I stumbled upon the boss early that I wanted to just get it over and done with, but since we're down here, we might as well look at all of the stuff that we can get. Oh, oops. Yeah. Got him. Oh wait, there's a trap here? Where? I just saw, like, a message saying, like, be wary of a trap or whatever. I guess maybe because I approached from behind here? Or maybe they set off these barrels when you walk in? I don't know, because we're doing this place in reverse. It almost feels like. Another bone shard, black firefly. Oh wait, are there more here? Yes. Okay, let's try that all again, shall we? We just have to find a way to get back. I mean, we could check out this way, but also, like, Let's see, what does this say? Underground tomb ahead, but no map ahead. Okay. Cemetery head, so to speak. Be wary of weak foe. Okay. There's a dungeon ahead. I have been informed, but also I don't want to travel there just yet. I want to figure out how to get back up here. Is there like a ladder I can climb? Or do I just need to reset at the Grace? I think I just have to reset at the Grace. Or no, there's... Like, I could probably go all the way around and back up to here, maybe. I'll try to do that. No, but now we're just back at Castellensis, are we not? Yeah. Unless I go this way? Castle Butthole? Okay. Thank you for the informative message. Well, I can never refuse more crafting materials. I'll take that at least. Alright, let's just reset back at the Grace. See if I can just speedrun through all of the enemies here so we can actually just get to fighting the boss without this run back. Oops. I meant to use Black Flame, but this also works. I'm just worried now about, like, the soldiers throwing fire pots and, screwing me over. Yeah, shields are good. Just like in general, but also especially against a lot of these DLC enemies. Actually, I think I could just ignore this one and just go straight to the boss. Okay, please. Have mercy on me, knight. One, two... And after the shield we can attack. Okay, now I'm remembering how to play a Souls-like. Oh, huge. Don't get cocky, though. They might pull out a new move or something. Can you just backstab this one? Oh! Okay, make distance. Oh, I did it. Okay. That took way longer than it needed to be. Black steel, great shield. Oh, I mean, at least I know how to fight them a little bit better now. Although that one had a unique, like, incantation. Unnoticed ahead. Oh. Yeah, what a remembrance boss that was. Lumi, that's a regular boss. Smithing Stone 7. 8 Smithing Stone 7s, not just a single one. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's take a look at the Black Steel Great Shield. Black Steel Great Shield. Weighty shields carried by the Black Knights, servants of Mesmer the Impaler. Made of black steel and decorative embellishments with... Sorry. I gotta start over. I stuttered on too many words. Black Steel Great Shield. Black Steel Great Shield. Weighty shields carried by the Black Knights, servants of Mesmer the Impaler. Made of black steel with decorative embellishments in gold. Symbolic of their iron conviction in their crusade, the Black Knights will never yield, nor will they ever doubt their purpose. And the skill is Shield Bash. This one can be infused. Yeah, I was very glad to have it. It looks cool. And hey Telb, it's lovely to see you around. Hope you're doing alright. Thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. We'll finish up the rest of the stuff here at this, like, little mini-dungeon, and then we'll take our first stretch and hydrate break of the stream. Because I definitely need to prioritize self-care with how the weather is very much messing with my ability to read, it seems. Yeah, let me read the description again in my head, and then we'll move on. Alright. And hey Woka, it's lovely to see you around as well. Hope you're doing okay. I wasn't able to stop by your stream earlier today, but I can actually stop here and give you a shout out. I can do that at the very least. We're doing some caravan sandwich. Yes, I remembered correctly. In fact, I mean, I reposted your go live, I believe. It's okay. No, it's a crime against humanity that I wasn't there for a Woka stream. But yeah, welcome in. We're just doing more DLC shenanigans and just trying to stay cool in the Australian heat. Thankfully, it's not like a major heat wave, but it's still very hot. Found the weapon type from the DLC I think you would like. Is it Milady here? Light Greatsword? Because I do like Milady quite a lot. Yeah, in fact, I think you showed me this weapon, maybe. Or a different weapon. When the DLC came out. Or at least showed me the moveset. Yes, I really like it. It's great. It's fantastic. We've got the cool wing stance as well that you find in the same dungeon that you get Milady. The Greatsword's so cool, probably did show you it. Yeah! It's awesome. Oh, there's actually a ladder that we can go down here. But also we can go around this way as well. Yeah, I do like this weapon class a lot, and all the other weapon classes that were added. And also, drop around the side here. Ugh, so many paths to explore. I just have to pick a direction and commit to it. Hopefully that soldier just keeps ignoring me, because I don't want to have to fight it every single time. Yeah, no, let's actually go from this way, because we can kind of sneak up on the soldiers and just patch them before going in. They're just basic-ass DLC enemies, but they're scary as hell. The amount of times they've killed me is, like, no joke. This is a Milady appreciation stream. It's good stuff. Oh, common soldier cloth armor. Nice. And a bunch of dupes of stuff that we've already got. Dung! This person claims this is dung. What is it? Serpent flail? Well, it's a unique item, so it's not dung to me. It means it's got an item description I can read. The other soldiers don't notice me. We can take a little pause to look at our loot. Starting with the serpent flail. A flail with coiled snakes for bludgeoning heads. Fire roars within the snakes' bodies, inflicting horrible burns. Some of Messmer's army used these flails to burn horn scent, to brand them with agony and fear. And the unique skill is Flare, O Serpent. Ignite a flame inside the snakes, temporarily empowering flame attacks. Once ignited, strong attacks and other moves that strike the ground will cause an explosion. Yep, it's just a basic flail. It's not like a unique weapon type. It does physical and magic damage. It's not infusible and scales primarily on dex and faith. Yeah, who about flaming their snakes? Yeah, so the snake motif continues on here. It's a motif that has been going on since the base game, and it's like everything associated with Messmer thus far has this snake imagery going along with it. And yes, Messmer's army did massacre the Horn Scent, it's true. A good old genocide. A From Software classic. What if we devoured the gods together? No, that's right card. Yes, we can do that. We can do that as a trait. Alright. And then we'll take a look at the other armor we got after I just look at this again real quick. Okay. Common soldier cloth armor. Thankfully, it's a really short description. Cloth armor of the rank-and-file soldiers of Messmer's army. A pitch-dark soot clings to it, much like the inner faces of the men who wore them. Yep. They were not good people at all. Woka says posing between the attacks is so... it is, yeah. Throughout the base game, I was using the Knight's Greatsword a lot, which is also a weapon that has a more realistic sword fighting style, and also stylistic with posing between the attacks. But I'm not using it anymore because I found Milady. It has been replaced. I've got another greatsword that I'm using, Ordovis's greatsword, but it doesn't have the cool moveset of the Knight's greatsword. There we go. Mesmer Fire Grease. That's all been cleared out. We can just destroy everything here, because why not? Genocide the genociders. No. No. Don't perpetuate the cycle of violence. Unless... It's what Marika would have wanted. We don't like Marika very much here. Goodbye to them. We don't need to go down there, so we can just head over this way, and then we should be done with this dungeon for the time being. Or, no, just full stop. Wait, sorry, it's around this corner. Mushroom! wait, where does that take us then? The saying, dig 2 graves before a quest for revenge is stupid. I'm gonna kill way more than 2 people. True. I got beef. I got beef with a lot of characters in the Elden Ring lore because I've been doing my study. So you can make the people dig their graves. I suppose you could, yes. What do we got here? The Arrow Soaring Sting Talisman. Arrow Soaring Sting Talisman. A talisman composed of fletched and iron arrows. Increases the effective range of bows and raises attack power of arrows and bolts. Okay, and there's no other lore insights from that. Well, it's nice to have some simple item descriptions from time to time that don't have, like, world-shaking revelations in them. So it looks like now... yeah, we're basically done here. After I make this jump... I nearly thought I was gonna die there. I could have just done it with Torrent, but... I didn't want to. Is this just a dead end here, or am I supposed... Oh, the wildlife was having some difficulties. Yeah, I think we just drop down back to here, and then that's kind of that. Oh wait, I can't hop on Torrent here. Huh. There's nothing behind this waterfall aside from a player message. Oh. Please, there we go. Crush them skulls a little. Could this be a defeat? Is it a... No, it's not. You can hop down safely here. There we go. And now we're back in the gravesite plane, actually. But no, we're back in Castellensis. I mean, Castellensis is in the gravesite plane. But that's nice that it loops all the way back to here. This is where we went earlier in the stream, and I was trying to find the path to that dungeon we just did. Alright, awesome. So... like, I guess I could maybe explore along there later? We could go over there, maybe? I don't know. But before then, or before we do anything, let's head back here, let's level up, I'll take a stretch and hydrate break, and we'll just continue exploring. This arrow pierced the heart of the Grid of Will, and shattered the Elden Ring. This was Joe's talisman. Thank you, V, for the lore. I appreciate it. Joe was a hero. Okay, 43 faith. We're getting faith to 50. And I think after that, we're just dumping the remaining points into Arcane. Earth-shattering revelation, Lumi is a cool and good friend. Aw, thank you. I really do appreciate that. In case people are wondering why I don't have 60 vigor, it's because we're using Radigan's Soar Seal, which boosts some of our stats by 5. So we are at 60 vigor. We do pass the vigor check, as the kids say. Alright, yeah, let's just have a stretch and hydrate break, and after the break we'll keep on exploring. And no, that's kind of it. This is just one of those kind of exploration streams where we're going around a whole bunch and picking up a whole bunch of new items and doing mini dungeons. So yes, I'll see you all in a couple of minutes. Please do take care of yourselves, everyone. Make sure to grab yourselves a snack and a drink if you can / want to. And I will be back after a short little break. I'll see you all then. Take care, everyone. Alright, and I am back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. I really do appreciate it. And also welcome into stream, Julie and Blair. It's lovely to see you both around. I'm gonna get a bunch of shoutouts in before we continue here. First, I gotta continue tradition and shout out Telv with Fully Automated Luxury Gay Space Communism. Awesome game title there. I know nothing about it itself. Shout out for RPG Julie as well. And also a shout out for Blair, whose birthday it was very, very recently. Hope you're doing alright. It's lovely to see you all around. Welcome back. Thank you, Looney. And yes, Looney does say, now that you mention it, I think Rad Source Seal might be the reason for you dying a lot this DLC. I don't think I fully agree with that. I'm not saying that it's not a cause. It could be, but also I have tried unequipping it in the base game, and I really did not notice the difference between damage taken. Maybe it's a bit more significant here in the DLC, but people, did the maths on it, and it's the vigor that you gain from Radigan's Source Seal, and, the endurance and everything else you gain, vastly outpaces the actual, increased damage you take from the Talisman. I mean, I guess if I really wanted to experiment, then I could, level my vigor to 60 and then unequip it and then try and notice a difference, but at least in the base game, I did not notice much of a difference with it on or having it off. And I like having extra stats. But yeah, I guess that's just something to experiment with in the future. Maybe in the future we might try unequip it on some boss fights and try to notice the damage difference. Alright, yeah, I don't even know where I want to go next, because, Shadowkeep is banned, going beyond Bonnie Village is banned, but I'm not gonna, go to Bonnie Village just yet. We could go down south here, I think that's a safe space. Oh, I know that there's, a cave, over here, I think. We could check that out. Really, we're just grocery shopping right now. We're going through our list of things to do. Yeah, let's go through the cave there. From the Morph Ruins. Just checking, did we miss any item descriptions? No, we did not. Arian Sorcery Sword, very cool. Just want to look at its stuff again. Yeah, okay, so it's only when you do thrust, or when you do strong attacks that it does the sorcery. I'm keeping an eye out on that stuff because I want to do a second playthrough of this game, obviously, and I want to do that off stream. I'm thinking of doing, a Carrion Knight playthrough, so mostly just, strength intelligence or maybe, quality plus intelligence. So it's nice to keep my eye out on stuff that I think could be fun for a Carrion Knight builds. Definitely the Rolana drip would be really good for it. Oh, Four-Toed Foulfoot. Have we gotten one of these before? Yeah, we've gotten them before. It's a base game, crafting material. I'm sorry, eels. They say, are you for eel? Why are you killing us? This should be another Shadow Tree blessing. Or Shadow Tree fragment. No head ahead. Yeah, environmental storytelling. They really don't like Marika here in the Realm of Shadow. Understandably so. Oh my god, no, not more rump jokes. Actually, rather than using Black Flame, let's enchant our weapon and use Blood Flame. to cut all the flowers down. Okay, thank you. I was just waiting for the lights show to finish up. This is one stubborn flower, but it's gone now. Shadow Realm Room 3. Hi sharks! Lovely to see you around. Just finished work, still sicky, checking in. It's lovely to see you around. And do feel better soon. Perfumer here. Didn't expect great tree. Lover head, therefore seek trio. Visions of Erd tree. Yeah, it does definitely give off that otherworldly feel of the otherworldly feel of like the Erd tree. First off enemy and then try right. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be friendly if I just walk up to them. But it's okay, because Wing Stance is awesome. I just jump over their perfume, and they're gone. Heal from afar. Didn't expect life, seek tranquility, praise the Earth Tree. I did it! Order! Oh my gosh, it's Gold Mask! I got the Gold Mask cosplay. Precious item ahead. Can parkour up here, but for what purpose? Alright, let's look at Heal from Afar. Heal from Afar. An Erd Tree incantation discovered in the Realm of Shadow. Fires a projectile toward distant allies that greatly restores HP on contact. Even when far beyond, far out of sight, the Erd Tree will surely give us its blessing. Interesting that it was discovered in the Realm of Shadow. Very, very interesting. Yeah, it really makes you think, I'm becoming an onion bro for a moment there. Alright, just looking at the description again before we move on. Oh, hey Franium, it's lovely to see you. Hope you're doing alright. Virtue will give us its blessing, right, Anakin? Yeah, definitely. Use the spell, I hear it's very good. Yeah, I can imagine so. That you're trying to do the Minecraft villager? I guess I was going a bit more like, rather than going, And thank you for the lurk, Talv. I'll do my best to uphold the values of the night, but the more horrors we uncover here in the Realm of Shadow, the more my conviction begins to waver a little. I'm just so happy to have a DLC to play through that, like, expands upon questions I had from the base game. Like, build up characters that previously didn't have much going for them. Try north. Bog! In short, no introspection ahead. Why is it always bog? All the more time for poison. Not if you don't know how to deal with it. Like target lock. It's so hard to see here. Just checking. Okay, yes, we're fine. Messed a lot my first time because I was rushing it. Yeah. And then here's me doing potentially one of the slowest first playthroughs of Elden Ring ever, because it's a very lore-centric playthrough. So obviously we're doing all the quests, right? You know, because like I do love FromSoft gameplay, of course, but I think the lore and the story is what I'm here for most of the time. Could this be something incredible? I just like delving into FromSoft stories and like learning everything about them. Slow it down if you were dying more. True. We have died quite a lot, but like considering this many deaths for not only the base game but also the DLC is like very impressive. Speaking of which, here's just a reminder. We have not finished the base game yet. We have done everything in the base game aside from the final boss. So you're free to talk about anything in the base game, just not the final boss. Although I'm pretty sure it's really obvious who the final boss of Elden Ring will be. But I still also want to be surprised. Because when you pay attention to the lore and story and everything, the game kind of basically tells you what bosses you're going to be fighting. Oh, there's a Forager Brood over there. We're carefully friend ahead. No attacking ahead, time for friendship. Yeah. Yeah, so, yes, exactly. 164 main game bosses you've done, plus all optional content. Yes. Oh, and we also haven't inherited the Frenzied Flame. And the reason why we haven't done that is because if you do, you're locked into doing that ending. You can remove the Frenzied Flame, of course, but you can't inherit it again once you remove it. And a secondary objective here, in addition to all bosses, is to get all of the Steam achievements via save file duplication, which means that we would have to do Frenzied Flame ending either as our first one or much later down the line, and I don't want to do Frenzied Flame first. I'm not that much of a cynic. And hey Lena, it's lovely to see you around. Hope you're doing alright. I'll read your message in just a moment. I'm in a yappy mood. Which, when I'm in a yappy mood, I'm not focusing on the game that much, so let me pause for a second here. Hi dear knight, hope the quest is going well. It is, thank you, yeah. He says I know someone stuck on Melania and Malekith both, going above 2,200 deaths. Ooh, yeah, I see. So in comparison, I'm doing pretty well. You're yappy, you're happy, it's true. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to yap while we explore, and then when we're doing, like, story stuff like reading descriptions, I'm just quiet. I just like to let the game speak for itself, and then talk about the, like, story events afterwards, and, like, my interpretation of everything. But yeah, no, this just seems like a pretty small poison bog, actually. A bunch of grave birds here. I know I should probably hop on Torrent to avoid the poison, but I literally have Flame cleanse me, so I can cure it within, like, a couple of button presses. It's really not a concern. Okay, I do want to help out this Forager Brood. I don't know if we'd have to just heal them or talk to them, but I'll just go for talking first. There we go, we get Forager Brood Cookbook 5 and the Pearlescent Scale. But take care, friend. I guess we can go over here. It should be safe to read item descriptions. I want to see what the Pearlescent Scale is. Alright, starting with the Pearlescent Scale. A glossy and glistening fragment of pearlescent hue. Material used for crafting items. Found by hunting lamprey. These retrograde scales are found embedded deep within the skin of lamprey. Okay. And then Forager Brood Cookbook 5. A record of crafting techniques left by the non-human forager brood, shared out of kindness toward Moore and his kin. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following. Opaline pickled liver. Nice. So we need to basically collect all of these from Moore's questline before approaching Shadowkeep or going too far out from Bonnie Village, because of story events that trigger, that basically lock you out of his questline. Okay. Brainium says I've done any percent without dying. Most bosses I've done without a death is 129. That is very impressive. Especially since, in my opinion, this is the hardest Souls game I've played. Because I'm a grandma, and the Souls games keep getting, like, faster and faster paced, and my grandma ass can't keep up with it. I'm like, Dark Souls 2 is fast enough for me. More impressive thing that killed me was the boss. Look, I die all the time to stupid things. It just happens. In fact, the majority of my deaths here that you see on the death counter, I wish... Like, I mean, I could go back through all of my VODs and count, but I want to say that the majority of them are just from falling. Died to fall damage. Yep. Gravity is the real final boss of Souls games. So, although we are inflicted with poison, we can literally just go Flame Cleanse Me and we're fine. Real fall, not like fall chip damage, yeah. Where would I be without Lightning Spear? It's just so handy. Fall chip damage wouldn't be embarrassing, yeah. Or did that in the challenge run? Alright. Bravebird anklets. Oh, speaking of Bravebirds. Jump attack, please? See, that's the thing. If you let the Gravebirds stay in the air for too long, that's when they become pretty obnoxious. But a single hit of Lightning Spear swats them out of the air. Okay. Go Flame Cleanse Me. Yeah, Blair! It's lovely to have you around. And, like, I know your birthday is past, and I already wished you a happy birthday, but I'll do it on stream as well. Happy belated birthday, Blair! I didn't catch it. Happy belated birthday, exactly. Thank you for doing all the shoutouts as well, Blair. I really do appreciate it. That, you know, frees me up to just keep exploring. Without... I mean, like, I normally just do the shoutouts if I'm, like, you know, sitting at a grace, but... It's nice to just have them while I'm out and on the go here. Alright, I think that's everything here. I mean, obviously there's still more Gravebirds, but I think the cookbook and the armor were the main things to get from this area. No, everyone gets shouted at. Everyone that is a known streamer gets a shout out free. There's no exceptions. Especially since you're a lot more experienced in Elden Ring than I. I chose the path of a lore expert Tree chose the path of challenge runs and being a gameplay expert. Right, there we go. Smithing Stone 3. Still very funny that they give you basic upgrade materials in the DLC. Alright, I'll take a look at the... Are we safe here? Where's my shield green? I think it's... Oh, it's just the lighting. Yeah, let's take a look at the Gravebird anklets here. Gravebird anklets. Stone anklets with a tinge of green. One of a set of armor pieces cast in the image of the Gravebird. Gravebirds are ancient golems, created to guard the spirit graves built where all manners of death ultimately drift. Yeah, so not any new insights from this. All of the other armor pieces have had effectively the same description. Birds wear pants. Are they wearing like this or like that? Exactly, this is a good question. Oh, I just need to make sure. Ooh, that's getting scarily close! Oh wait, I don't think I have to go this way, right? Is this the way to the... Rawa base? I have heard that the story event can trigger from Rawa base, so maybe we just get the Grace here and then leave? Raise the light or something? Didn't expect morning. I'm scared for my fucking life. I do not want to fuck up the quest lines because of the story trigger that happens. Okay. We grab this Grace and we teleport the fuck out before anything happens. Oh, yeah, in case you're wondering why I'm so stressed, it's because there's apparently a story trigger in this DLC where when you go past a certain point in some areas, it triggers a story event that forcibly progresses NPC quest lines, and that means I'd be missing out on some dialogue, and also I would not be able to complete Sir Moore's quest line if I triggered it. So yeah, in other words, Elden Ring is an open world game that punishes you for playing it like an open world. Let's level up our Shadow Tree Blessing. So Shadow Tree Blessing, level 10 now. Made a duplicate? I have not been duping saves. The only time I'll be duping saves is for getting all of the endings for all the remaining Steam achievements. Because I've got every Steam achievement aside from, I think, the final boss, which I've been unspoiled on, and all of the endings. Or, no. Elden Ring has multiple endings, but you only need to get 3 of them to get all of the achievements. But our save file can technically do every single ending. We do have all of the mending runes, we have done Rani's questline, we can inherit the Frenzied Flame. So technically our save file can do every single ending. Lena says, prepping for a fun archipelago run coming this weekend. Happy to have some good company while I do. Aww, wishing you the best of luck with it. Yeah, I've heard about Archipelago multiple times, and it's definitely something that I'd love to do at some point, but I want to pick a game that I'm, like, really experienced in, that I've got a lot of playthroughs under my belt with, and I think the only one that would apply for that would probably just be Dark Souls Remastered. But, you know, eventually one day I do want to have a bunch of Elden Ring playthroughs under my belt. That's just... I want to do a bunch of lore-focused playthroughs, and then I want to, like, look into Elden Ring challenge runs and whatnot. Because there's a bunch of mutually exclusive stuff that I want to do on subsequent playthroughs. In fact, this DLC has a couple of choices that you make that lead to unique loot, from what I understand. That you can't all get in a single run. Favorite challenge run is no dodge rolls? Yeah, I did hear that you did that. I'm just checking my note here, or my notes here on everything. So we got Forager Cookbook 5. Let's see. Okay. Checking this here. Section of the Fort of Rip. Oh, okay, okay, I think I know where we can go. Yeah, I just needed a bit of, I need a bit of direction on what I'm doing here, because I'm trying my hardest to not trigger the story event that fucks up the quest lines. Thankfully, we only have, like, 3 more things to do before it's safe to trigger that story event. So, maybe we can get those done, we'll see. Blair says it's never let cuddle with lesbians, it's always, hey, we should rest at a site of grace, or champions prepare for battle! Defeat the general, claim glory, and grab that great rune! The celebration of war! The Radon Festival! Never played Archipelago? Blair Bear, Lena. I need a nickname for you. Imagine Radon's the woman, this is how you found out. Never too late, HRT could still save her, the madness of Scarlet Rot. Exactly, it's true. HRT would have saved Radon. Anyway. Okay, I think I know where we're going now. So, we're heading down south, I think? There's an item to get here, and I think there's also a Michael's Cross around here that we need to go and find and talk to Ansbach about. So we're gonna head this way. There's a horse girl already. It's true. He did love his trusty steed. Trying to remember his name. I think it was Leonard? And he specifically learnt gravity magic so that he could continue to ride him without, you know, crushing him under his weight. Yeah, okay, it was Leonard. I remembered correctly. So that's the stuff that I gotta remember, like, what if one day I join, like, a Elden Ring lore Jeopardy or something, and, like, one of the questions is, what is the name of Radon's horse? Or by hearing horse girl defaulting to Uma Musume now? True. I mean, Radon would have loved Uma Musume. Okay, this is where we wanted to go to. Yep, this is a little dungeon. Now the question is, who would Radon's favorite Uma be? It's a good question. Nice, another rune arc. SNES translations be like Hearst Girl, Rockin' Races. And it'd be an absolute classic. It'd be like a must-play on the SNES. Best idea for an animation. Ooh, very exciting. Oh, okay, yeah, so we hit the wall there that means the game considers you in a dungeon, so it forced me off of Torrent. Oh, there's a grace here as well, I should get that first. There we go, let's get the summoning pool and crack open a skull, grab that broken rune, activate that grace. So apparently there is an item that we're looking for in, I think the dungeon here. I think Radon would absolutely be there for Gold Ship, 2 balls chaotic battle energy. True. He says Radon actually went mad because Uma Musume wouldn't update, because there's no Wi-Fi in the lands between. His Oshi SSR was coming out in the next patch. Oh, that is unfortunate for him. Melania and Caled ready to fight Radon, calling out to him. He should be here by now. Red means soldiers at Radon's castle. Sir, we've gotta go. No one is going anywhere till I've done my dailies. See, I don't actually know what Radon's voice sounds like because he doesn't speak. You know, he's gone mad by the time you fight him. I just imagine your gentle giant, essentially, type voice. Alright. Let's do the dungeon! I see hanging bodies. An Elden Ring classic. This is the Fort of Reprimand. Oh, and there's an Omen Killer. Oh my, I hate it when they, like, you're strafing around their, like, jump attacks, and then their tracking just snaps onto you. It's been a while since I fought Omen Killers, so I'm trying to remember if you can backstab them, and I think the answer's no. Also bone shards, some broken runes, or just a single broken rune. Throwing dagger, ghost glove wore it. Hole ahead. Oh, yeah, there is actually. Thank you, player, for pointing that out. Flesh mushroom. Another purple item here. Some blessed bone shards. That's just the crafting material. We can either go this way or we can do the drop down. I'm gonna try this drop down first and see where this takes me. Shadow Realm Room 4. Ooh! Is that the first one of those we picked up? Be wary of left. Be wary of left. What is to the left? It's an Omen Killer, baby! There we go. Okay, Iris. Yeah, there we go. This is what we were looking for. The Iris of Occultation. Not resin, broken rune. God? God, but behold betrayal. Marika's rune? What the fuck? Okay. That's like, no joke. Ah, ladder. Mesmer Soldier Ashes. Beautiful ahead. Absolutely. Okay, we have a safe moment here. I wanted to read Moon's message and then also wanted to read the item descriptions here. Yeah, let me see. I want to read Moon's info dump. Where he says, imagine he's voiced by the guy who did Pig in Toy Story. Yeah, you see, Tarnished, I studied gravity magic to lift myself and not crush my horse. Yeah, I'm imagining that in that voice. Moon says, I feel like he would like, Agni... I don't know how to say her name. Agnes Tachyon. She's depressed, tries to play it off, doesn't want sympathy for it, much like how in his rotted and mad state he wants to be taken down by a worthy warrior, much like how Jungle Pocket inspired Tachyon out of retirement with her running in the movie and her science experiments and trying to reach the peak potential of running as an Uma, kind of parallels him mastering gravity magic for his horse and later using it with his swords, arrows, and throwing big rocks. I'm embarrassed, I know an info dumped that much out of nowhere. Back into lurk I go. No need to lurk, darling. Thank you for your informative explanation as someone who's like really into Uma Musume. Bryce says, ladies, I gotta kick a few more doors, then do some editing. Best of luck with it, Free. Thank you for being here. Yeah, just like as Lena saying, I loved it. Yeah, stop playthrough to read it. Rather review Marika's room, boom, 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 boom. Unexpected cool info dump, like the comparison between the two. Yeah, I do as well. Thank you for doing that, Moon. Alright, let's take a look at... we got 3 item descriptions to read. Starting with the Mesmer Soldier Ashes. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell. Used to summon the spirits of 2 of Mesmer's soldiers. One soldier wields an axe, while the other wields a spear. Both of them are adept at charge attacks. These soldiers belonged to the ignoble Penal Battalion and were buried hidden from the Shadow Tree's side. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. But why would they want to be buried away from the Shadow Tree's site? This is a question that I need to ponder. And also, it's like the graves are right here, which is where you get the ashes, which I think is cool. Okay. And then Marika's Rune. Golden remnants of the grace personally bestowed by Queen Marika to the heroes who joined the Crusader for her. Joined the Crusade for her. Used to gain, how many runes is that? We'll go count the zeros. 1, 2, 3. 80,000 runes. The brilliance of Queen Marika's grace blinds even the very best. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to be keeping this in my inventory for a while. Very, very nice pickup. Just, like, from a lore perspective, I suppose. Just reading the description again. Okay. And then let's take a look at the Iris of Occultation. An iris that is as dark as night. Place on the eye of another to deny them light in all its forms. Can also be used to receive the blessing of an equipped Great Rune at the cost of all runes currently held. In the realm of Shadow, this artifice was employed by the priests of the Erdtree to intensify the fears of their flock to magnificent effect. Oh, yeah, fuck the Greater Will, fuck the Golden Order, fuck Marika. Oh, okay. It's a very interesting effect, though. Like, I mean, if you use it right after you die, then it's like, well, there's no consequence there. Although, I don't know, is it infinite use? Because we do actually need this for an NPC questline, so I'm not going to use it if it's not infinite use. No, so it's not infinite? It is, okay, yes. So we are not using this, because we do need this for an NPC questline. In fact, that's the reason why we came here in the first place, is to grab it. Okay. Good to know, thank you. It's still a nice pickup regardless, just from like a lore perspective. This artifice was employed by the priests of the Erdtree to intensify the fears of their flock to magnificent effect. Fear is very much a method of control in religion, and the Golden Order's no exception. Who would have thought? The Golden Order's corrupt? No way! It's not as if the base game was screaming that at us the whole time. Okay. But yeah, did they want it or was it forced on them? That's also a good question, V. Like, did they want to be buried away from the Shadow Tree? Because I'm thinking, like, you know, Erdtree burial is a thing that was mentioned in the base game. It's like, oh, you know, getting buried at the roots of the Erdtree, you know, like, you know, die a hero's death, get an Erdtree burial. So I was thinking that was kind of a parallel to that, in the sense of, potentially, right? This is not saying that this is what happened, but as an interpretation, potentially, you know, because Mesmer soldiers committed such atrocities that either their foes or their own kind did not want to bury them anywhere near the Shadow Tree. No item head, therefore turn back. Unless there are consequences for Shadow Tree burial or being buried, like, facing the Shadow Tree that we don't know of just yet. So it's definitely raising some questions. Definitely raising some questions. Jump attack required ahead, thank you. Oh yeah, because it's the knights. Now, before we go that way, I want to look around here. And I'm also using lock-on to make sure I don't get jumped. Hi there, Omen Killer. Also, like, what's an Omen Killer doing here in the Realm of Shadow? Hey, be wary of right, yep. Trying to remember which of my moves on this moveset are thrust and two-handed light attack. I mean, just light attack in general is, like, starts with a thrust. Festive Grace, Liar Head. Oh my gosh, look, it's hidden cages! wait, you can jump over them. Talisman Head? Oh! Oh. I was just making a joke. I thought this was just a full-on dead end, but no, there's a chest over there. I can make that jump. Joy ahead. That wasn't a necessary jump. Wait, Flame Drake Talisman +3. I hear screaming. We'll take a look at that description later. When we're in a safe spot. But it should just be the same description as all the other, like, protection talismans. Holy fuck. Yeah. Look at that environmental storytelling. Oh boy. People were getting tortured here. I mean, I feel like most castles or most forts would have torture chambers. It makes sense to me. Oh, so this is the actually intended path over this way? I wonder, can I jump over here? No, I don't think so. I don't think I even need to fully charge the lightning spear. No, I do. I thought just to thin the numbers because there's gonna be more of them, and would you look at it? There's more soldiers here. Treasure chest, but dung, this person says? 8 smithing stone 6s, yeah, it's kind of garbage. Spirit gravestone. Cool. Okay. We will take a stretch and hydrate break soon, just because, like, another hour is nearly past, but I want to keep exploring a bit more before we do so. There's a chest ahead. Wait, where? Oh. Oh, wait, yeah, that's the one that we opened that had the talisman in it. Oh, since we're safe now, we can... Oh, fireproof pickled liver. Apparently the first one we've ever picked up. Because we didn't buy any from more. Yeah, let me take a look at our descriptions here. Starting with the fireproof pickled liver. Animal liver pickled in a red medicinal solution. Craftable item. Temporarily grants a large boost to fire damage negation, greatly improving damage mitigation against attacks imbued with fire. The effects of the Forager Brood's pickled delights are enhanced by the fermentation or rotting of the ingredients. Though this results in a pungent odor, some come to find the aroma irresistible. Yeah, so this is just a DLC, like pickled liver, which apparently better than the base game ones. Aside from the one of them, I think it's the holy one that apparently doesn't work and never got fixed properly. Or like, I heard something about that. One of the chatters mentioned that. I think it was the holy one does the same amount of damage negation as the base game pickled liver, which is like a programming error that was never fixed. Alright. And then the Flame Drake Talisman +3. Talisman with a large depiction of a red ancient dragon. Boosts fire damage negation by the utmost. The ancient dragons, who ruled in the prehistoric era before the Erd Tree, would protect their lord as a wall of living rock, and so it is the shape of the dragon has become symbolic of all manner of protections. It's so funny to me that Godfrey is often referred to as, you know, Godfrey, the first Elden Lord, but then it's like, you look at the lore for 2 seconds, and no, Placido Sax was the first Elden Lord, or supposedly Placido Sax was the first Elden Lord, according to the Remembrance item description. Godfrey, more like Fraud-free. His claim to fame is fake. I would believe that Placido Sax was the first Elden Lord because, well, those protection talismans do say that, you know, the ancient dragons ruled first. They were here before everyone else. Oh, is that... It's not everything here, is it? No. Godfrey's first Elden Lord of the Golden Order. I'm not sure anyone refers to an Elden Lord before the Order. Yeah, no one does. It's just the item description of Placido Sax's Remembrance mentions that Placido Sax was the first Elden Lord. But I guess, like, yeah, people wouldn't know, is the thing. I mean, I'm thinking maybe, like, the Dragon Priestess here knows? Because, you know, they worship Placido Sax and all. But definitely, like, the average lands between commoner would have no clue that Placido Sax was the first. Is that everything here in Fort Reprimand? I feel like I'm skipping over something. Oh, right, there was the path of the Knight, the Black Knight. I had to, like, remind myself. Yeah, was it before the Erd Tree? It's likely been lost to time. Yeah. It's really interesting that, like, your player character doesn't know the lore that you as the player knows. Like, my player character does not know about all of this stuff. But I know about all of this lore stuff because of the item descriptions. I completely skipped that grace. I not skipped it, we just hadn't been to it yet. Which, now that we have a grace, we can definitely take a break in a little bit. I just wanna grab a couple more goodies and take out these soldiers. Please don't bonk, milady. Thank you. Yeah, it seems like there's no other drop-downs or anything to do. Jumping ahead. Oh yeah, because otherwise you just go all the way down there. Would this be a friend? Over there? No? The chat was coming, I barely missed. Thank goodness. Right, so yeah, this is the path ahead. Let's take that stretch and hydrate break, and after then we can continue through the rest of Fort Reprimand, and I might as well just look at the rest of my little, like, shopping list here, my grocery store list on things to do. So we got the Iris of Occultation, and then there is... Right, there's a Michaela's Cross that we want to find, and then we want to go to Bonnie Village. Yeah, no, we could definitely fit all of that in before the end of the stream. And then once we have obtained... Which cookbook is it? Oh, wait. Oh, okay, I see, I see. So we need to have cookbooks 1 through to 6, but we get the 6th one after triggering the story event that, like, progresses the NPC quest lines. So we should have books 1 to 5 now, and then we get 6, and we need to not talk to more until we have cookbook 6. Player knows only that Ronnie is cool and sweet and true at doing her bidding for the sake of the world and their love. No, that's only me? Oh, no. No, my Tarnish definitely loves Ronnie, without a doubt. No hesitation on that. Oh my god, I keep forgetting where crafting books get put in your inventory. It's in key items, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay. So we're nearing the point where we are good to, like, progress the main story through triggering that story event. Yeah, I just, like, I have to say this out loud to myself, otherwise I'm gonna forget. When I trigger the story event, do not talk to more until we have cookbook 6. Because we got 1 through to 7, we need 6 before we talk to more. I mean, I think I could look up where to get cookbook 6 on the map and see if, like, potentially you can get it before triggering the story event. But I don't think that's possible with... I don't know, I'd have to look at a map, and I don't feel like doing that at the moment. So yes, I'm gonna go for a stretched hydrate break. We'll be back with the rest of Fort Reprimand in a couple of minutes. And, Moon here says, think I'd be still a little scared of Ronnie with everything going on. Still trust her more than anyone else in the world. She's shown more care for my well-being than any other people in this world. True, yes. She does initially act a little bit cold to you and a bit indifferent, but yeah, she definitely, you know, grows to trust you as, you know, a really reliable ally. But yes, I'm gonna go for that break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. We'll continue on with Fort Reprimand, we'll continue on with our questline stuff, and yeah, we'll be back after a short little break. I'll see you all then. Take care, everyone. Alright, and I am back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. It is always appreciated. Just catching up on chat here, making sure that I haven't missed any messages. No, I do seem to be all caught up. Alright, let's continue on with the rest of Fort Reprimand and the rest of our tasks before we are safe to explore without having to worry about, you know, like, questline stuff hanging over our head. Welcome back, thank you, Lumi. Yeah, the location of Cookbook 6, Forager Brood Cookbook 6, is described in my notes here, and it sounds like it's either in Shadowkeep or, like, near it, like, super close to it, so probably makes sense, yeah, we'll get it, after triggering the story event. Can't get it before the story event. Okay, so yeah, it's just don't talk to more until you have all of the cookbooks, basically. Oh my god, Oven Killer, please. Don't know if this fire attack from the Oven Killers is new or not. Like, my memory of them from the base game is not all that good. I think it's new. Lena says, out of curiosity, have you tried Path of Exile 2? It's an ARPG. Design the combat heavily around Soulsy feel. It's so fun. I have not, no. They blow fire normally? Okay. Hey Alex, it's lovely to see you around. But I do know about Path of Exile too. I just haven't looked into it all that much. But I mean, if Miss Lena says that I might like it, then I'll take a look. Well, welcome into stream. We're doing Fort Reprimand at the moment. And trying to stay away from the zones that, you know, trigger the main story progression. Oh, wait. Oh, it's another boss. Wait. And this one's got Crucible Wings. And Twin Blades. Oh my god, Edred. Hello. Ow. It's like the Crucible Knight Wings attack was actually threatening. Twin Blades actually hit that hard in players' hands? True. Hi, Unlurk. Well, welcome back, Telv. It's lovely to see you around. Oh, wait, so is there Fog Door there now? Do I have to fight them in that arena? We did fight another Black Knight boss in this stream that took me a couple of goes to beat, and they had, like, a Crucible, like, tongue attack? It was scary. Job interview wasn't even that cringe. Nice. Gaboo, fog wall. It should be. Oh no, okay, there's no fog wall. So I can still choose to fight them out here if I want to. Lana says it combines the Loot Pinata gameplay style of the first game, slows it way down, it makes fights very methodical, it's real fun. I see. I'm taking notes. But also, I gotta be taking lives. That's a safe window. Wing stance, baby, no! Oh, that was awesome. Ah, no. Combos. Thank goodness that whiffed. Oh no, I early rolled. There we go. Nice. And we got Ash of War, Aspects of the Crucible Wings. That's awesome. Didn't expect weak fall. Well, this is pretty intimidating fall. Someone who's been struggling with the DLC. Just the tongue they made the Night Pog. Yeah, exactly. Or Dread knows the Twin Blades are better one-handed. Alright. Let's take a look at this Ash of War. Ash of War, Aspects of the Crucible Wings. This Ash of War grants an armament to the Sacred Affinity and the following skill. Aspects of the Crucible Wings. This skill originates from the life forms of the Crucible. Grow a golden pair of wings and take to the air before diving down at the foe, weapon first. A spinning attack is performed when wielding a twin blade, usable on swords as well as pole arms capable of thrusting with colossal weapons accepted. Okay. Very, very cool. I mean, I gotta at least try it out, just once. I don't know how good it is, but just like, considering my character's kind of like Crucible Knight themed, I at least have to try it. Not clear how this does in PvE. Well, we'll just have to find out. Okay. And very cool that it's an Ash of War as well. I was honestly, when I saw it, I was expecting it to just be like an incantation, but nope, it's an Ash of War, which is cool. Okay, yeah, so you can only do the spin when you have a twin blade equipped. Let's equip it on Milady and try that out. Okay, Ashes of War here, and then it should be with all the other holy stuff. Yep. Heavy Affinity. And since I'm not using Wing Stance at the moment, we can take Rolana's cameo off, and I don't even know what to equip. I guess I could put the Gold Scarab back on. Oh, no, I'll keep this on because I'm probably going to swap back after testing it. In fact, we have perfect target practice here. Although, I should probably try to level up. I think I can level up. We gotta get to that 50 faith. I want to be able to use Elden stars. Okay, well... just need to crush like 20k runes, and that will be enough. No, but I want to keep one cop... Hang on, I think just one of these would be enough. Yep, okay. Oh, no, it's not enough. Damn. Shoot. I am just a little bit short there. Just the teensy tiniest. Yeah, 400 runes. Wow. If only I had an item that gave just a little bit over what I needed. Wow, maybe I should use my broken runes. Nah. Yeah, I'll use one. Okay. We are nearing level 200. In fact, yeah, our 200th level is gonna put us to 45 faith. Yeah, we're just getting to 50 faith, and then after that, I just dump... Like, we can just dump points into Arcane or something, like... The character builds... I mean, our character build has been done for the longest time, ever since we hit 150. Like, the build has been done. Beyond that, it's not even really a build anymore, it's just... My character can do everything. Aside from intelligence. It seemed as if the Ash of War can't combo, like, after landing the hit, so that might not be good. I mean, obviously, like, if you want the most benefit, you'd use a Twin Blade. Seek Grace. Over this way. It's quite good and fun. Jump can dodge some attacks and damage. Gives mobility. Damage is decent. And also, yeah, it's very flashy. Like, if you want to aura farm, especially with my Crucible Knight, like, look, then I think it wouldn't be too bad. Okay, Battlefield Priest's Cookbook 2. A record of crafting techniques left by the devout battlefield priests. These keepers of the faith fought bitterly to spread their gospel in the realm of shadow, where there was no Erd tree to gaze upon. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following. Festive Grease. Okay. And pancake enemies with heavier weapons like Greatsword. Well, it would be... Because it's like a thrust attack, so maybe it could knock them over. I think ground attack into counterattack just feels good, that I don't know. If only Ordovis's Greatsword was infusible. I'd love to use it on that, but I mean, I have a bunch of weapons that we could try it on. But okay, yeah, it's nice that we can make Festive Grease now. Yippee! Yippee! Wahoo! I think this is the first Battlefield Priest cookbook we got. I don't think we have the first one. Just taking note that it says this is the second one. Okay. So we've done that. We got the Iris of Occultation, so I think we just want to keep heading south. There's a Miquella's, like the final Miquella's Cross that we can go and tell Ansbach about. Wait, did I get that chest over there? I don't think I did. Yeah, there's one final Miquella's Cross that you can tell Ansbach about. So, or Ansbach. So definitely want to do that. And also, finding a Miquella's Cross means that we're, you know, gonna find a Shadow Tree fragment, which are always beneficial to have. How do I get over there? Did I not go up there before? Oh, I mean, I guess I could make this jump. Big jumping. No! Okay, this is absolutely not intentional. However, I still want to entertain the thought. I know, but like there's rubble here to like guide you. What if it was intentional? Okay, nope. I can't think of a spot to go from to get to there. Maybe if I go back to the start of the dungeon? I don't know. It's like we can go back to the start from here. If I make the jump. And there's another Omen Killer to keep trying this Ash of War on. Yes, you can't combo out of it, at least with the Milady. But, I mean, over 3,000 damage is pretty impressive. Do I go down that pit area again, maybe? Right, and then there's another Omen Killer here. What are you looking for? There is a chest at the top of this fort that I'm trying to get, which I know is not very descriptive. But it looks like it's a drop down, potentially, or from here. I can point to it when I actually see it again, when it's in view. Yeah, I think it's over... Yeah, it's over there. Where, like, that giant spear is. I think I just go this way, though. No? I might have... Oh, I just backtracked to where I was. Yeah, up that ladder there. I tried platforming up there. And I can't do that. Oh wait, no, can I jump off from the top tower? Because I don't think I actually tried to do that. Oh yeah, actually. No, I can't jump up there. Oh, but... No? From up here? Night Rain brain moment. No, I was genuinely trying to, like, jump over there. If I could, like, do it. But yeah, no, it's literally right there, it's teasing me. Like, how do I... Because I have to get down there, but then... Ugh. I think I just dropped down to, like... Hang on. If I drop down onto the wall? Yeah, I'm asking. No, I'm like, yes, backseating is fine, but also I think I just found this solution here. Or a solution. Might not be the solution, but it's a solution. Oh! Wait. Am I dumb? Wait, did I already open that? Wait. Oh, there's a spirit spring outside, I see. Well, I found my own way there. Bless you, Elden Ring. Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't even anything good. It was just 4 smithing stone 8. It wasn't even anything good. It wasn't worth the trouble. But there's a grace here. Unorthodox to have a spirit string send you into place you can't ride your horse. That's also true. Good loot already, I think. Yeah, I did. Just, like... Yeah, how... I am really confused of the intended way to get that. I think that was the intended way of getting it. Oh, outside lets you enter through the back. Oh. Huh. I mean... I didn't mean to sigh there, sorry. I'm just trying to collect my thoughts. We can drop down here and grab that legendary item, and then, I mean, I guess we could look for the Spirit Spring. Oh. That... What? That killed? Okay. Sure. That did not look like a death fall. That kind of felt like, wait, Tarnished landed, and then, like, there was a split-second delay, and then died? Wait, I'm dead. Exactly. It's like, wait, I'm supposed to die from that. That's off the other rock? Oh, yeah, slips do keep the timer running. Okay. That would make sense. Yeah, okay, what if we just drop from here? That wouldn't kill. What, that kills as well? Really? Okay. Well, this is how we inflate the death counter. Fine, let me equip Assassin's Approach. Would that save me? What do I want to get rid of? I am not using Poison Mist often. Where is Assassin's Approach? There it is. Yeah, I'm throwing away a bunch of my lives just to test this. Oh, falls there lethal from full HP can't be negated. Right, thank you for the reminder. Yeah, it only works for non-lethal. Okay. Thank you for the reminders. Right, yeah, Prism Stones are a great way of checking. Okay, well... I'll stop entertaining the thought because, like, it's just right there. It's so tempting. But, yeah, we can make do without. Alright. Behind the Fort of Reprimand. So, we go to... this Grace here. Or, no. Would want to take the highway south, Grace. I mean, it would take like 2 seconds to run out of the fort, but... let me just save those 2 seconds. Okay, we're updated with all of our item descriptions. Just checking this one again real quick. Okay, yeah. So, we actually wanted to go behind the fort anyway. Because we're looking for a Miquella's Cross, the last one that we need to talk to Onsbach about. Oh, what's an Abductor Virgin doing here? Well, a long time since I've fought one of these, but I do know they're weak to lightning. Ideally, we'd want it to try and, abduct me, and then that's when we hit it with the lightning spear. There we go. There's another one? Oh my god. Wait. I don't have Electrify armament on. Well, like, what if I just put that on Milady? It's an angry one. This is my least favorite one. That's really decent damage, yeah. Oh my god, please stop. Yeah, it did bypass the shielding. Because thrusting attack? I don't know. Huh. I don't think that's how, like, thrusting or piercing works. But sure. I'll take it. Well, that made that easier. Okay, 8 smithing stone 6s. In other words, it's pure garbage. Okay, here's the legendary item that I was throwing myself off the fort to pick up. What was it? Oh, Blessing of Marika. So yeah, you can only have one in your inventory at a time. So that one goes to the box. And we don't have to read the description again, but it, it does mention, like, Marika once made these for Mesmer, but never again. Flyer ahead. Oh my gosh, look, it's a hidden area if you just drop down there and survive the fall. Okay, but seriously, where am I looking? Actually, I should probably just look at my notes, because they do say the location of the cross I'm looking for. Let's see. From the Morph Highway South Grace, head out towards the encampment, follow the eastern cliffside around, past the closed Spirit Spring, find rocks, break open the Spirit Spring, take that up to this cross. Oh, wait, I think I've already opened that cross, or not opened that cross, but opened that Spirit Spring. I think it was like here? Was it not? Yeah, I'm just gonna warp close by. So I said at the start of the stream that I just had a feeling this is a stream where I would be dying a lot to fall damage, and, not full damage, just, like, lethal falls. Yeah, my hunch was correct. We grabbed everything here at the Morph Ruins. Ooh, 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 ooh. Shiny pot, though. Does that mean you have a Shadow Tree Blessing? Damn, I'm ore farming too much. Yeah, we did open this, last time. I just didn't want to go up it, I think, for some arbitrary reason. I think maybe I was just tired and didn't feel like it. That's the reason why I don't explore some paths sometimes. I'm like, yeah, I could explore here, but I'm feeling tired, and I'll do it later. Let's not die from falling again. I just want to see. Is anything to do from a drop down? No. Lock on, please. Show me the enemies. Thank you, lock on. Oh, there were two of them. Oh, thank you for blocking the head there for your friend. That one's just stuck, unfortunately. Yeah, okay, so I'm guessing this is where you do that entrance, like around this part. Oh, and there's the Michael's Cross that we were looking for. The final one that we have to find for the time being. I mean, we need to find all of them just because, like, well, it's lore relevant, And also because Shadow Tree Fragment... But it's the last one we need for Onsbach's questline pre-going to Shadowkeep. Just double checking the surroundings though, make sure I'm not missing anything too significant. It's so funny because like these areas are so vast and expansive, and then you pull up like a map that just shows you where all the items are, and it's like, yeah, this area just has 2 items or something. Like there's only 2 actual items in this part of the map. It just looks like there's a lot, and there isn't. Oh my god, please. Please don't. Thank you. Well, look at that view. Holy shit. Yeah, it's really interesting that the Shadow Tree literally has a veil of shadow kind of spreading from it. Of course, there's Shadowkeep, that's what we're going for. Presumably fighting Messmer. Yeah. Just gotta, you know, appreciate the view for a little bit. The Shadow Tree is better than the Erd Tree because at least the Shadow Tree doesn't, like, blind my vision with bloom. You're gonna leave me alone? You're gonna attack me? Drown the Shadow Trees proof Elden Ring's canonically a stage play. Oh my goodness. Elden Ring is actually a prequel to insert whatever stage play you like. I don't like killing the wild animals, but these ones can attack you, so... Just clear them out a little. Alright. Let's see, what did Mikola leave behind at this cross? After I grab my Shadow Tree fragment and my Imperium blood. Carved words coalesce. I abandon here my eye. Huh. You know, I would make a joke about, like, oh, haha, Mikola is, like, blind now or something. I don't really have much to say about that. He just gave up his eye. It's like Lumi's favorite game, Super Mario Bros. 3. I do really like Mario 3, it's true. I don't know if it'd be my favorite Mario game. But I had in mind with that bit. Nice. It's definitely my favorite Mario game on the NES. Because other than, like, you know, other than Mario 3, it's like, oh yes, time to play my favorite Mario game, The Lost Levels, and the original. Hey, true, it's no Lost Level. I fucking hate the Lost Levels. You know how some Souls players get, like, really angry when you just mention a boss that they had a hard time with? That's me when you mention the Lost Levels. I go into a rage. But you mentioned Melania, I'm like, yeah, she beat my ass, but it was really satisfying to beat her. You mentioned, like, Rolana or the Divine Beast Dancing Lion, I'm like, yeah, they beat my ass, but I like them. Okay, but now that we got the Michaelis Cross here, what do? I mean, I can go back to Onsbach, obviously, but, like... Probably want to find that Spirit Spring that Franium was mentioning. I just want to know where it is for future playthroughs, so I don't have to do that, like, janky-ass jump that I did to get that chest of not even that good items, because it's just smithing stones. But Lumi, what if you needed the smithing stones? You can just buy them. By the time most people are playing the DLC, you can just buy all of the smithing stones you'd ever want, infinitely. Heed my words, I am Mario to Blade of Miyamoto, and I have never known 8-4. Foolish plumber, emboldened by the flame of coins. I miss Morgott. I miss him so much. He's my favorite demigod in the lore, just probably in general. Emboldened by the stain of pollution. Okay, to avoid running in circles, where the fuck am I actually going? Oh, wait, across to here. Because I'm like, oh, why don't I just drop down here? No, Lumi, don't do that. Don't add more fall down. For the next Souls game I do a playthrough of, I need to have a separate death counter that's specifically just deaths by falling. And no, that'd be a bit too tedious to maintain. Well, maybe not really. I just have to just add a macro that specifically increments that counter. Wait, what am I doing? You can tell my ass is tired. Ugh. Alright, this should be the right way. After I pick up all the crafting materials along the way, very important that I do that. Wait, okay. Yeah, can I climb up these rocks to get across to there? I'm assuming it's a lot simpler than it looks, though. Probably don't have to do that. Unless... Oh my god. Please. Torrent! No? Okay. How do we get across to there, then? Probably from a different path. But I'm stubbornly gonna try and force this anyway. I did it before in the stream, I'll do it again. Oh, wait. Oh, invisible wall. Fuck you, FromSoft. Okay, sure. In that case, there's not really much else to do. Yeah, I felt like a barrier was there. It's just that, like, I had that inkling as well, but it was just outright confirmed there. Unless I'm just being silly and this is just like on the same elevation as here? Like, this map definitely has a lot of verticality to it. It's a little bit confusing to like work around or read the map from. Oh wait, wait, no, I haven't been here before. Yeah. Is there a hippo here? There's a bunch of eels. There's dog. Oh no, leave the dog alone! Unless they're protecting the dog, in which case, I'll leave you all alone. Elden Ring player asked to identify common animal. Dog. What's the point of coming over here, then? There's a drop down here, but that doesn't lead you to anything. Like, I guess we'll just go back to Onsbach then, if there's, like, nothing else that's immediately catching my attention. And of course, next stream we will just, like, pick up all the stuff that we missed, so I don't have to worry about missing anything too much. Yeah, like, I mean, I could drop down there. There's the Misbegotten. Yeah, no, this is all just familiar territory. Okay. In which case, yeah, let's go back to the old man. I'll say righteous tarnished. Like, okay, you don't have to be that polite. But thank you.
Righteous tarnished. What brings you here?
Speak of the cross where the eye was abandoned.
Well, I am much obliged. I can hardly believe it. He's divested himself of his very eye. Tender Miquella's eye is no mere morsel of flesh. It is a vessel of soaring grace. Proof of his Empyrean lineage. I wonder, does Miquella the Kind intend to sever his very birthright? His fate as a child of the Earth Tree? Righteous tarnished. I have reasoned through my findings concerning Kind Miquella's intentions, why he is here. The full picture is yet to coalesce, but we do know that he is bound for the Tower of Shadow, and that is where he intends to rise to true godhood. The Tower of Shadow houses a divine gateway. A well-kept secret it was, but the gateway was once the birthplace of a god we know all too well. Righteous tarnished. What brings you here? Righteous.
Okay, there's this looping dialogue now. Yeah, I mean, we already did know that was Miquella's plan, but I mean, that just really, you know, like, summarizes what we know so far. Miquella is here in the Realm of Shadow to ascend to godhood, and apparently there's a gate in which he's going to do that at, where, presumably Marika first ascended to godhood. Very interesting stuff. Very, very interesting. Alright, let's see. Let's look at our notes here. So we can cross off having, finished Onsbach stuff. Now all we have left to do is, go to Bonnie Village. Sure. There's a gesture that we need to pick up from a body northeast of Bonnie Village. Okay. Sure, we can do that. We can make that the last thing that we do of stream. So, I know that Bonnie Village, like, I know that beyond Bonnie Village can be a trigger point of the story event. So I think we'll limit it to just this section of Bonnie Village for the time being. I mean, maybe we could go to there. It doesn't matter if it triggers now, because we've finished Onsbach stuff, and, yeah, no, it shouldn't affect anything if we do trigger it now. Because you don't cross this... Okay, don't cross the second bridge. Okay. But yeah, it doesn't matter if it triggers now, because... we've done everything we needed to do. Prawn. Alright, let's explore Bonnie Village. So this is the village of the Greater Potentates. You know, as is obvious by the environmental details here. I'm curious what kind of lore we might gather from this place. Because we do know from the Greater Potentate's cookbook descriptions that, you know, they did commit grotesque practices here. Which most likely is just shoving people into jars. But I wonder if there's a bit more to it. I think the body we're looking for is, yeah, northeast, which would be all the way here. It's a gesture that we need for another character's questline who we haven't met yet. If I had a nickel for every time you need to get something in a village for an NPC's questline, I'd have 2 nickels. Because you need to get... Well, you don't need to get it, but... I think most people would want to get the You're Beautiful prattling pate for Bok's questline. Oh, okay. For a moment I thought they were just like... They were gonna be chill. Nah. What the fuck? It's a Greater Potentate! From the cookbooks! No, it's potentially just another one of them. Wait, is that a horn scent mask? Why are you sharpening your weapon? This isn't Monster Hunter. Fucking great sword players. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Just gotta keep it in purple. I played Valor Great Sword in Generations Ultimate, so, you know. Great Sword is cool. Hey Loot Crate, hope you're doing alright. Lovely to see you around. F2 Cracked Pot. Yeah, pretty obvious that we'd get one here. For the first part. I don't... Unlike most Monster Hunter players, I don't actually hate any of the weapons in Monster Hunter, or the people who play them. I was trying to do a funny. You know, these potentates may have committed some pretty terrible atrocities here in this village, but at least they're not longsword players. I'm joking, I need to emphasize, I am joking. There's some people out there who have a massive hate boner for longsword. But we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole of discussion. Say that for a Monster Hunter stream. They must played Wild's weapon. Exactly, I'm maining longsword in Wilds, so. Longsword players also hate longsword. Yeah, when I fuck up all of my counters, I definitely begin to start hating the weapon. I'm like, I should have just picked a different weapon for Wilds. That's okay, I do have shockproof equipped on my build, so I'm not tripping over players. There are so many people here in this village. Bonnie butchering knife. Okay. We can take a look at the Bonnie butchering knife in a moment or two. I just want to keep looking around the village. We just loot a bunch of the stuff. Okay, are these ones friendly? No! Not even the ones that are, like, weeping at the jars. Like an inverted butchering knife? Ooh. Right, because the DLC's done that, where it's like they take an existing weapon, and they make it the exact same weapon, but, like, they alter it a little bit. Like Moon Rithil's, like, Knight Sword. Okay, we chill? Can I stop and read for a moment? My horse. Just gonna drop down here, I wanna get these items. Oh boy, human bone shards and living jar shards, my favorite. I'm guessing, yeah, if I head up here, see precious item, necessary item ahead. Wait, which way are you pointing? Yeah, okay, I was just making sure that they weren't, like, pointing backwards at, like, yes, those human bone shards are essential for any playthrough. If you don't pick those up, then you got the Evil Moor quest line where he says, I hate finding things. And then his inventory at the shop goes empty. Well, let's find a playoff sometime, says V. Oh, I see, jealous of Capcom's favorite Princess Longsword Bowgun's damage. Strongest longsword ever was in Rise. Or, strongest sword ever was in Rise, and 4th. Sorry, the strongest longsword ever was in Rise is 4th, got heavily nerfed because the community is annoying. Like, yeah, it's a PvE game, like, I don't really care about the... Like, as long as all the weapons are fun to play, that's really all that matters, right? Though I guess there are people who, like, do their speed runs and whatnot, but, like, the average player doesn't care about that. It ranks over a while, haven't looked at TA data, any stat. Longsword is still, like... Well, I don't know, I don't have the exact statistics, but I know that Longsword is, like, still, you know, quite popular. Like, it'll always be popular. Because, I mean, it's fucking badass. I get to embrace my inner samurai. And go, omae wa mo shinderu. I intentionally tried to sound bad with my Japanese there. No, but longsword's cool. Oh, there's another greater potentate here. Okay. Unless, you know, it's a different one. The enemy aggro is so weird in this area because some of them will just, like, not appear as if they care about you, but then suddenly turn and they're like, no, I want to kill you now. Anyway, this Ash of War is pretty neat. You got the whole village laughing. Yeah, they care a lot about buffing. Alright. Okay, I'm just, like, checking the bridges, making sure that, like, I don't go across the second one. Well, no, as I said, it literally doesn't matter if I trigger the event now. Like, we've been finding all of the cookbooks for more, and we've done everything with Onsbach. We've done everything with every NPC we can do for the time being, so... But I want to save that story event for later. Oh my god, there's another one. very interesting that they have, like, the horn scent mask on. I'm assuming it's a mask. Unless they themselves are horn scent, but I don't think so because the other people here aren't. What about Hornsent himself? Well, here's the thing. I don't know what's underneath Hornsent's, like, gear. Are Hornsent just, like, regular humans under the clothing? Is Hornsent just a, like, regular... I don't know. Do they actually have horns, or is it just, like, a cult thing? I feel like it might just be a cult thing. But also, like, Hornsent Grandum, like, Hornsent Grandum's horns look genuine. It's bringing up a lot of questions, like, what exactly are the Hornsent? I know about their culture and everything, but I don't know everything there is to know about them. Here's the gesture that we were looking for. Oh, mother. No head-a-head. Something incredible. Yeah, so we will need that gesture for a character's questline later down the line. I don't think that's anytime soon. Well, I mean, obviously because you could do the DLC mostly in whatever order you feel like. I don't know. When playing through the DLC in a linear fashion, I don't think we're going to be doing that stuff for a while. What is... Is this like a serpent? Yeah. Alright, let's continue checking out the rest of Bonnie Village. Oh, and while we have a safe moment, actually, let's look at the Bonnie Butchering Knife. Bonnie Butchering Knife. Weapon of the Greater Potentates of Bonnie Village. An outsized butcher's cleaver used to dismember human bodies in the making of the great jars stored in the jails. Restores a very small amount of HP when it squarely strikes an enemy. And unique skill is Hone Blade. Perform a stroking action to sharpen blade, honing its cutting edge and increasing amount of HP recovered. The Greater Potentates treasure the tools of their practice. Yep. So it's just the butchering knife, but with a unique skill that can't be infused. Okay, so that's why they were obsessed with, like, spamming the skill, because like, oh, we need that buff. We need it. Okay. V says most of my jealousy, it's rooted in Capcom having trouble being nice to Gunlands. To be fair, we're eating good in Wilds. Yeah, I have yet to play Gunlands in any of the Monster Hunter games. But I wish only the best for everyone's main weapons. Another hefty cracked pot. We love to see it. See tree necessary item ahead. Yep, we did get that. I'll read up that message though, just cause like that could help out someone who's not playing with a spoiler-free guide. Oh god, it's so scary here at nighttime. Precious item ahead. Yeah, made sure to get that. The problem now, it's so dark that I don't even know where I've been here in the village. I think, like, the pots, the knife, the gesture are the main things from this section. And I think across the bridge there's, like, yeah, a single shack, it looks like. We can go down south from here as well. I don't want to Rest in a Grace either to, like, make it morning or anything. I don't want to respawn the enemies. I think we got everything here. I'm just gonna hope that that's the case, and if not, then we got some backtracking to do. It's just so dark here at nighttime. I actually would need to use a proper torch, I think. To even have the faintest idea of where I'm going. Okay, so let's go across the first bridge. We'll check out the shack, and then I guess we'll wrap up stream? Turn back! The necessary item ahead. I did get it. Ah, comfort. But we don't fuck with that second bridge there. We're just here for this shack. For pity's sake, your place is in the jar. Nigh sainthood itself awaits you within. For shamans like you, this is your lot. Life were you accorded for this alone. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Okay, what do we get here? Whipping hut. Tooth whip. Oh boy. I have a feeling this item description's gonna be really messed up and sad. Tooth whip. Whip bestrewn with rotting, misshapen teeth. Filthy and seething with disease, the teeth are embedded in the whip and dose the victim with deadly poison upon each strike. As the wounds ripen, they grow inflamed and ooze pus. The flesh of shamans was said to meld harmoniously with others. And the unique skill is Painful Strike. A chastening whip strike, honed to maximize pain, temporarily reduces the rate at which stamina recovers. Thus does the pain encourage obedience. Yeah, like I can't even make any sexual jokes about this because, like, this is really fucked up and not the time for that. So yeah, it is a whip weapon, not infusible, obviously, you know, preference for dex scaling, how's poison build up. Okay. This whip, has the Dark Souls 3 whip skill. Oh, I see. It was intense. Yeah, I just learned about the shamans being tortured and whipped and forced into the living jar, like being cut apart and forced into the living jars, which then explains in the, like, Great Pot Helm item description why it talks about the shamans, like, praying to those who had been put in pots and hoping that they could, like, reach quote-unquote sainthood. But it was the potentates who were doing it. Like, the potentates who are, you know, obviously shoving people into jars. But for what reason? Like, what did the shamans do? It's a mystery. Okay. Let me just read the description again in my head, and... Oh, thank you so much for the raid, Daniel Says. I really do appreciate it. I hope you had a wonderful time with your stream. We're soon to wrap up here, actually, but thank you so much for trusting your community with me regardless. I hope you had a wonderful time with Guilty Gear Strive. Yeah, let me get those shout outs in there. If you're not following Daniel Says already, you can do so with the follow button at the top of chat and also the link in chat. Yeah, Daniel Says does a bunch of different games, is an official Arc System Works content creator, so if you're a big fan of Arc Sys fighting games, then obviously go and tune in. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for trusting your community with me. I really do appreciate it. If you got a raid and run, totally understandable. If you got a raid and lurk, understandable as well. I know it's getting late in a lot of time zones, and you've been streaming for a while, and so on and so forth. But yes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for trusting your community with me, as always. And yes, we will be finishing up soon, but I will quickly introduce myself in case anyone's new here. Hi, I'm Lumi. I'm a Hot Lady Knight VTuber. I do playthroughs of RPGs and Souls-likes, but I also like to dabble in a bunch of other genres based on whatever my current hyperfixations are at the time. And we are here with a blind, first-time, 100% all bosses, lore-centric playthrough of Elden Ring, including Shadow of the Erdtree, which we're doing Shadow of the Erdtree right now. We're in the middle of the DLC, and we were just exploring Bonnie Village, just reading the item description of this Tooth Whip, and yeah, was just about to finish up actually. But thank you so much for being here regardless. Elden Ring was awesome, yes. I died a lot this stream to just falling. I died so much from just falling, fatal falls. It was a good time. This DLC is kicking my ass. But I'm enjoying it from, from a gameplay perspective, yeah, obviously, but, this is a lore-centric playthrough, as I said, and from a lore perspective, I have really been enjoying how this DLC introduces, or not introduces, but expands upon the lore of the base game, and definitely does introduce some new factors in the lore as well. It's been really good from a lore perspective. And also welcome in Wonder Waves. The Scadu tree. No, it's pronounced shadow. I know it's written Scadu, but it's actually shadow. I was told about this in my first stream of the DLC, so now I'll be that person correcting the pronunciations. Because yeah, the shadow of the Erd tree is the shadow tree. I know that's some mind-blowing lore. But yeah, thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. It's Scadu in my heart. You know what, that's fair. That's totally fair. But yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for raiding in. And please, please, please do take care of yourself. First and foremost. Lena says, hold up, since when does Elden Ring have whips, and why did I never find one in my playthrough? Yeah, they're pretty hard to find, but yes, there are whips in the base game as well. Interesting how they expanded on that one. Never did get around to the DLC. Yeah, the DLC has been really, really nice so far. But yeah, it's been kicking my arse. Bleh, not arse. It's been kicking my ass a lot more than the base game ever did. Yeah, I guess we can reread the item description of the Tooth Whip again, since I was just about to reread it anyway for myself. And then I guess we'll see to wrapping up. Yeah, so we just picked up the Tooth Whip here, which is a whip bestrewn with rotten... Oh, sorry. Is a whip bestrewn with rotting, misshapen teeth. Filthy and seething with disease, the teeth are embedded in the whip and dose the victim with deadly poison upon each strike. As the wounds ripen, they grow inflamed and ooze pus. The flesh of shamans was said to meld harmoniously with others. And yeah, unique skill being Painful Strike. A chastening Whip Strike, prone to maximize pain, temporarily reduces the rate at which stamina recovers, thus does the pain encourage obedience. Okay, so as I reread that description, I actually think for a moment, right? The flesh of shamans was said to meld harmoniously with others. Was that perhaps the intention of targeting them specifically to turn them into the living jars because their flesh all melded together harmoniously? And also, on top of that, I'm wondering, I'm thinking for a moment, but does this potentially have something to do with grafting as well? Like, is Godric a shaman? Like, It's a lot to think about. But I'm thinking, like, potentially there is a relation between the flesh of shamans and also grafting, and how, you know, Godric obviously grafted a bunch of, like, bodies too. Oh no, he was grafting tarnished bodies, though. No, but he had, like, the white hands and everything, and, like, so did the grafted scions and everything. Yeah, just stuff to think about, food for thought. We're not going to be using this weapon. And, yeah, coming to this shack was, quite fucked up. Yeah, I don't know what the shamans ever did to deserve this, but I guess we'll learn more as we continue on with the DLC and the story. Yeah, I'm thinking, V. I think this is a good point to end the stream on, just me, like, thinking about all of this shaman lore stuff. Yeah, hopefully the DLC will continue to expand upon this, because this is definitely a plot thread that I'm interested in. Someone's posted some really whack shit in the forums. Yeah, but did they really deserve to be massacred and chopped up and shoved into living jars like that? I don't know. But they might be taking it a step too far, potentially. Potentially. Supposedly. I think genocide is bad. I know that's a hot take on some platforms like Twitter. You say that, and there'll be like blue check marks in the replies being like, no, actually genocide is good. I need my Twitter money, please. Please get rage baited, please. God, I'm just yapping now at this point. Let's get wrapped up. Alright, I'm just, yeah, checking this dialogue again. Alright. Yeah, so we don't want to go across that bridge there because that triggers a story event that forcibly progresses quest lines. We can do that now, but I think we'll just save that for probably next time. We might trigger that story event next time. So where should we head to? I guess we could just go to the Morph Ruins, Grace, and wrap up there. But yeah, no, we got a lot of stuff done in this stream. A lot of NPC questline progression, a lot of items picked up. We'll see if we can... No, we probably can't level up any of our Shadow Realm blessings. No, that we can't get a level up either. I mean, we could if I crushed some of my runes, but I'm not gonna do that. Alright, so let's head on over here. 222 hours played! Nearly level 200, baby. Just as Miyazaki intended. Alright. Let me check my notes here for next time. Yeah, no, we've done everything that we need to do before triggering that story event, so I guess next time we're just gonna explore and do all the bosses and grab all the items that we missed, and then we'll probably, like, walk up to Shadowkeep, trigger the story event, and then walk away from it because there's stuff to do after that event triggers. Alright. Thank you for streaming, Lumi. Thank you for being here, everyone. Yeah, let me properly get this thing all wrapped up. Thank you so much to everyone for coming by the stream. Hope you all had a lovely time with some more Lumi Elden Ring. Just a nice chill stream of a bunch of exploration and some lore revelations here and there. Obviously, primarily some stuff with the shamans there and the potentates. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where this all leads. And of course, we defeated a couple of bosses as well. And we got a cool new Ash of War, the Crucible Wings, which is very awesome. Anyway, let me quickly promote the socials and the Discord server here. You know where to find me off stream. I post my stream schedule every single week on both Blue Sky and Discord, and I do also... Oh my god, Marky, no! Marky, no! Marky! I'm getting finished here, no! Thank you for the raid, Marky! No! I guess we'll be raiding out again. It's the raid train. Thank you for raiding, Marky. I hope you had a wonderful time with Final Fantasy VII. I'm curious to hear about your progress. Because the last time I was watching it, it seemed as if you were definitely getting closer to the end of Disc 1. Should have ended earlier, but now I am so tired. Marky, I'm quite tired as well, so that's why we're getting wrapped up here. But just in case you're not following Marky already, please go follow him with the link in chat and also the follow button at the top of chat. Marky is a librarian VTuber that does basically what we're doing here in Elden Ring. Full completion runs, like being really slow, being really thorough, like taking his time to really appreciate all the games he plays. Yeah, 100% every game he plays, and also does challenge runs. A rest for Dark Souls tomorrow? Yes, and Marky is also currently going through Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin for the first time, and recently finished all of the DLCs, and is continuing on with the main game. I don't want to keep you if you're tired as well. In spite of awkward timing, I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to have you here as well, Marky. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting your community with me. And yes, please go check out Marky if you're not doing so already. Marky is an inspiration to me and many others, and you should also potentially consider promoting or like sharing around Marky's Ko-fi page, or even donating to it, because Marky does rely upon those donations to continue streaming. But yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for raiding in. I really do appreciate it. Just a quick intro. I know we're ending here, but also just a quick intro in case anyone is coming in and they're like, who is this woman? Hi, I am Lumi. I'm a Hot Lady Knight VTuber, and I do playthroughs of RPGs and Souls-likes primarily, but I also like to dabble in a bunch of other genres as well, based on whatever my current hyperfixations are. And tonight, we were continuing our ongoing playthrough of Elden Ring, including Shadow of the Erdtree, which is the DLC, which we're doing right now. We have been doing a lore-focused playthrough, so doing all the NPC quest lines, reading all the item descriptions, and on top of that we've also been doing an all bosses run, so defeating every single boss in the game, and also getting all Steam achievements, which we will achieve via save file duplication, so that when we get to the end of the game, we can acquire every single ending. What I forgot to say is she's my favorite. Marky's on Twitch too. Aww, you're so sweet, Marky. Thank you, Lumi, you're very kind. Of course, you are as well, Marky. But yeah, we will be streaming more Elden Ring later in the week. So if you're like here for Elden Ring, there'll be more Elden Ring later in the week. But yeah, we're just about getting wrapped up here, so let me go back a little bit, right? Let me firstly invite you all to my social pages, and also my Discord server. As I was saying before, I post my stream schedule every single week on both Blue Sky and Discord, and I also do upload these Elden Ring VODs onto YouTube, so hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning into the VOD. And I also do occasionally upload actual YouTube videos, like game reviews, and sometimes clips from the Twitch channel, and just whatever I'm in the mood for posting. And I do hope to do more YouTube stuff this year. I'd love to do more reviews. I'd love to potentially do some YouTube exclusive playthroughs, I think. All of that would be fun. Marky says, I'm so excited for streaming together again soon. Yes, exactly. I'm very, very excited to be a guest on Marky's stream and vice versa. But yes, that's all my socials, and then, oh god, I've been kind of thrown off track here with the raid coming in. Yeah, I guess I'll talk about what we're doing for the rest of the week. I know you can just pull up my stream schedule on my socials, but let me just go through what we're doing for the rest of the week. So tomorrow, at the same time that this stream started, so basically give or take like 20-ish hours from now, 21 hours, yeah, about 21 hours from now, we will be playing more Balatro on stream, which will be very fun. I've been playing quite a bit of Balatro off stream, I've been really enjoying it, and I think it would be nice as just kind of a low, oh my god, how do I put this? A like quiet, chill, slow stream, you know, like low-key vibes. Hopefully that'll be pretty nice. And then of course I always have Thursdays off streaming in my time zone, And then we'll be back on Friday and Saturday at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time for more Elden Ring, obviously continuing on the DLC. Normally I'd be streaming on Sunday as well, but I do have a family gathering that I'm going to, so I was thinking potentially I could just stream later that day, but I'm just gonna take that Sunday off streaming, so no Once Upon a Katamari this week, but we will be continuing that next week, so please look forward to that. You're doing wonderfully, Lumi. Sorry for putting so much pressure on you. No, it's okay, Marky. It's absolutely okay. I thank you for the patties, Blair. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, that's pretty much the outline for the rest of the week. So 2 more Elden Ring streams, a Balatro stream tomorrow, and that's kind of that. Yeah, I think I said everything that I wanted to say. I mean, also, I guess I could say this as part of, like, the intro that I was doing before, but, just like Marky's streams, my streams are very, sensitivity-friendly. We don't really do sound redeems, we don't, like, you know, we don't scream PogChamp or whatever. Just very low-key, chill vibes, just going through games at a slow pace and really appreciating everything they have to offer. I mean, it's for that reason that I have 251 hours on Elden Ring according to Steam, and we haven't finished it yet. This is a playthrough that's been going on since August of 2025. So safe to say, it's been going on for a while. But yeah, let's find someone to raid off into, and then that'll be that. Let's see. Let's raid into this stream here, since it started recently. I want to raid into friend of the channel, Safeo, who goes by any pronouns, and is currently doing an art stream, currently learning or just doing stuff in Blender, so 3D modeling stuff. Safeo also, you know, in addition to a lot of artwork, does game dev stuff, and also is currently undergoing their first ever playthrough of Elden Ring as well, and also playing Borderlands 2, playing Deltarune, a whole bunch of lovely games. So yeah, let's get that raid up and going, and then I'm gonna go lie down and rest and think about all of the fucked up lore things we learned in this stream that I can now never unlearn. Alright, let's get that raid going. Please have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're in the world, everyone. Make sure to stretch and hydrate plenty, as I did throughout this stream. Take your meds in case you've forgotten. And we like to end our streams with a bit of a moral. The moral of this stream is, firstly, genocide is bad. Secondly, don't cut people into pieces and shove them into jars. Don't do that. Like, no, well, don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, maybe the shamans did something really fucked up and they deserve it, but like, so far from all the lore knowledge I have, that's just genocide for the sake of genocide, and that's bad. That's bad. I know, wild take. This is truly revolutionary stuff that genocide is bad. Anyway. Let's get right into Safeo. I'll see you all tomorrow for Balatro, and I'll see you all later in the week for more Elden Ring. Oh, normally I thank everyone who came by to stream, but we're running out of time, so I just want to say thank you everyone for being here. Whether you were here for a minute, an hour, the whole stream, you're just lurking and watching the VOD. Thank you for all the raids, thank you for all the follows, they are all appreciated. Normally I'd go through the names one by one, but thank you so much everyone for being here, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye!